weirdly our mate said nothing.
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
And then she's like, I honestly thought Toby had brought it up. I figured it would be him that should say something since he was the one doing the talking, but sorry, I should have messaged. I was like, it's all good. She didn't say anything bad, just that she couldn't trust Toby not to send Ross photos if he did come visit. Just seems dodgy to hear it from her. And he's like, wait, the visit you're talking about was Toby going there. And I was like, yeah, Toby apparently asked if you could go see Caleb. And she's like, damn, I wish I was listening more because I would have said we'd need to talk to you guys first. And I was like, we don't care. Well, I don't. Ross probably won't like the idea. I know he's already hates that me and Son get to go, but whatever Caleb and Zara want, that's my mission. And she's like, I can understand where he's coming from though. Like in my opinion, I'd probably feel really weird and awkward going because we don't even like talk to each other. And then I was like, yeah, but I feel like Toby was probably just trying to help and get photos for Ross like Ross did for him when you left. I was like, it's just weird that I have to hear it from her. And she's like, yeah, that could have been it, but still, he could have mentioned it to me. He was pretty drunk when he was talking to her, so he probably forgot all about the convo the next day. But still, if I'd have known, I would have messaged you straight away. But he's not here at the moment, but I'll bring it up when he gets back. I was like, it's all good. I just wanted to mention it because it was weird to hear it from her. But we're not hating. Just me and Belinda are trying to be civil for our son, so I don't want any behind the back shit. And she's like, fair enough, just seeing the photo of Caleb and Zakiah, how did the visit go? I was like, it was so good. I was like, I loved every second of them together. And she's like, that's good, he's planning on doing another visit. But me and her talked about doing it monthly at this stage because he's so young. Like, because it was boring for Caleb. But like now, I'm literally like, how I say it is, I like, if Linda asks me who's sending screenshots to Ross now, I'm just straight tell her. Because I don't want any more of this behind the scenes, I know shit, you know shit, I know shit bullshit that we've been doing for the last 5 fucking years. Because look where that got us. Look where this for the last 5 fucking years got us. Me and my son being able to visit Ross's son and him not. But the one thing is that I know for sure, 100% because Caleb said it in front of me, is it was Caleb's choice not to have Ross there. And he said it's because right now he just wants to try and get to know his brother. And
no way.
At the same time, he said that's too much.
Oh my god, almost chat, almost.
I can't take it to heart. Like you have to remember, this is a 12-year-old boy.
Almost got him with the pickaxe.
A little brother that doesn't live with him.
Bit unlucky.
That gets to have his dad every day, and he
You might.
I was like, you know, that's a lot for him to have to deal with at that age. And so, you know, like one little thing at a time, one little thing at a time. But it was kind of cool because Belinda's sister had a baby 3 days ago. And their baby only just got out of the hospital today, so Belinda just met her niece today. And Caleb's cousin lives there too, and Caleb's cousin's like, I got to meet my sister today. And then Caleb's like, I got to meet my brother today. So it was like kind of cool for the cousins to like meet their siblings on like the same day. Their baby is tiny. Like little, like the foot. Like my baby would poop that size. My baby would be pooping your baby. Like not Bella little, but like normal, like if Bella had gone to the 40 weeks, like how little she still would have been. And then I found out, Beauty, Caleb was 6 pounds 6. The fuck is that? That's a shit. Two hundred and no, is it 270 grams? Yeah, it might have been. 2,700 grams. I think, yeah, because I think she said actually said 2,700. Great. I was like, that's a shit. Like, not even trying to play. You had a shit. But do you know what your son did ask me today, babe?
What's that?
if I had a picture of your mum.
My mum. Why?
Because he doesn't remember her.
Really? What the hell?
Yeah, well I didn't, but I went to her Facebook.
How did he not remember her?
Because the last time Caleb seen her, he was 4.
Yeah, true.
He's 12 this year, beauty. And he's going to South Intermediate.
Right.
And then I said to him, do you know that you go to Easter camp with my best friend's kid? And he's like, who? And I was like, Bella. And he's like, don't know him. And I was like, and Gaia? And he's like, I know Gaia. He's like, but I don't think I know Bella. And I was like, it's probably because Gaia has an unusual name, so it's easier to remember. But Bella's boring. Plus, I feel like Bella wouldn't really talk. She'd just be weird and giggly. Where Gaia would be like, and it turns out both me and Caleb really like Lego PlayStation games. But we both aren't a fan of the Harry Potter ones, even though we both like Harry Potter. And then Belinda was showing me baby photos of Caleb. And like he has like the same shaped head as Son. Like they actually do look kind of like similar. When like Caleb was like real little. Do not touch me off, beauty. Literally, the baby was only white while it was in hospital. She's like, see, he's white here, and then she flicked over one. Very next photo, he's black. So I'm like, explain to me how the white one gets the brown child and the brown one gets the white child. Oh, but I don't think her dad likes me because they're a little bit of a disclaimer because he's racist. So he's like, how's Sooty? And I looked at him confused and he's like, oh, that's what I call Ross. I was like, well, Ross is good, but is that some kind of like racist term because he's brown? Her dad then like realised, like obviously like the look on my face was like, the fuck, bro? And he's like, oh, I've just always called him that. And I was like, that doesn't mean it's not a racist word. And he was just sort of like, oh, and then got up and like walked away. The fuck, come at me and being racist about my husband? You can call him a dick, you can say he's a fuckwit, you can say he was a drug addict, you can say what you like. Don't just fucking come around here saying anything about the fact that he's black. Look at your fucking grandson. Your grandson's blacker than my son. Where was your white genes then, mate? Because my white genes pulled through. So we really want to go on about like who's white, mate. I came on one of the first 7 ships where my ancestors are from, mate. I ain't fucking racist cunt. Where'd you come from? Motherfucker. Wait, back. So Chantal, her older sister, is it her older sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a boyfriend named Dan. And, oh my god, so he's hard pommy. And Belinda's like, what's this country called? And he's like, New Zealand. It's just like, no, what's the other name for it? Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
Tell you what? It's like, Aotearoa. Telling Rowa what? And then like Belinda's like cranking up. I was like, what are you telling Rowan? Who's Rowan? I don't know a Rowan. And then he's like, oh. And then he was telling us how there's like this like a, he said it's like a royal house. He's like, you know, like it's just like a slightly bigger house, but it's not a mansion, but it's like owned by the royals, and you know, like they vacation in it and want it, and it's at a place called McMuff Sniff or something. McMuff Sniffy. And I was like, Sniffy what, Muff? And he's like, yeah, well, because Mick is often what things like, things that are royal often start with like a Mick something. And then like, because I like pretty much met like so many people today, like literally she lives in like a house, like there's like 20 million fucking rooms with the amount of fucking people living up in there. So her mum lives there, her dad lives there, she lives there with Caleb, Chantal lives there with Dan, their son, and now their new baby. Jacinta lives there, but she doesn't have any kids. And their granddad lives there. So that house has 10 motherfuckers living in it.
Fuck that, eh?
And I met everyone today but Jacinta. I even got to meet the boyfriend.
Jacinda's probably like the only one I like, eh? She's cool.
Oh my god, Jacinta's a bit of a funny cunt though. So Caleb was like, does my brother have a birthmark? I was like, not one that I've seen yet. I was like, but he probably does somewhere, I just haven't noticed it. It's just probably a bit light and it'll get darker as he's older. And then he's like, I was like, but he does have a yam toe. And he's like, what's a yam toe? I was like, well, a yam is this ugly vegetable and his second to last toe kind of looks like one. And then he's like, Cinta tells me I have a camel's toe, and then he's looking at his feet, and he's like, but I don't know what that means. And I was like, well, firstly, honey, you don't have the right bits for a camel toe. And he's like, what? I was like, that's a girl thing. I was like, so when she tells you you have a camel toe, you tell her you can't have one, and she has a camel toe. But like the way he was looking at his feet, Beauty, was like he couldn't work out what was wrong with them. Oh my god, Beauty, look at this picture. Isn't that not so cute? Yeah. Oh my god, Beauty. So this kid, like, I'm like, not kidding you. This girl has the best imagination. So she's like to me, do you want to come meet my kids? And so I was expecting, like, dollies. So she just takes me into her room and she's like, these are my kids. Pointing at nothing. Like, just welcoming the floor. I was like, they're beautiful children. Like she's literally like this, Beauty, like, here's my kids. Pointing at the floor. We go in the lounge and she's like, I was like to her, I was like, how old are your kids? And I was like, what are your kids' names? So she has Maury, Baba, and then there was another one. And that one had a normal name. I think it was Kate. So there was Maury, Kate, and Baba. Oh, Katie. It was Katie. Maury, Katie, and Baba. Now Maury is 10. So this little girl is literally 4, Beauty. But Maury is 10. Her oldest child is 10. And then she has two 7-year-olds, that's Baba and Katie. And I was like, and then she's like, I was like, so, where's their dad? And she's like, oh, he's at work. Oh. Where does he work? Oh, he just looks at like cars and stuff. And like, does your dad work with him? I was like, oh, like, does he work with your dad? Is that where you met him? And she's like, no. She doesn't work with my dad. He doesn't work with my dad. He works next to my neighbour. But at their last house, not the house next door to them, but the house next door to that was like their boss, like James's boss from his last car place. So obviously it's from his last job. And I was like, that's so nice of your parents just to let you and your husband and all 3 of your kids live in their house. She's no, they all live at my house. Only I live here. And she's like, and the kids just come there during the day. I was like, what? And she's like, oh, and you would not believe what Maureen's cousin did to him.
No way, Chad.
Like, oh,
that's like the worst fall damage.
Have a cousin? I was like, did your brother have a baby?
This kid's annoying.
And she's like, no, actually, my husband has a brother.
Alright.
I was like, wow, like, you've been listening in to your mum's conversation stuff. But you will not believe what his cousin did. He's coming over and he's following Maury around by its damn hair like it's a damn dog. I was like, so what? Like, the fuck did you just say, little girl? Dragging your baby around by its damn hair like it's a damn dog. And then she's like, I was like, alright, I'm going outside now and take the baby. And she's like, oh, just a minute, I'll pick my kids up so they get out of your way. And then she literally 3 times walked over there and like picked the kid up.
That full damage fucked me, Chat. Had no heels. Bit unfortunate, but oh well.
And I was like, okay, so my first thought went, man, you're fucking weird. And then my next thought was like, actual, that's what's fucking wrong with the kids these days. Like, they don't have that. Like, they can't play with fresh air. And then when we went outside, she's like picking leaves and like giving them me for money so I can buy presents from the pretend shop for her kids. I think, Beauty, it's because she's an only child. And she doesn't get to spend a lot of time with other children. So she's had to make up some. 3, nearly 4. And like, cause she goes to preschool, but the preschool near them, like, cause Sammy can't, like, doesn't have a car to drive, so she has to go to the one that they can walk to, doesn't have space for her to do full days. So, cause she only went to, started, like, so that kid is only in preschool because when I took them to the baby expo with me, Sammy was talking to the kids' first people there, and then that kid's first person said, oh no, you get 25 hours at any centre with kids first. Because apparently it's something like you get 20 from the government, but kids first will give you 25 if you use them there. But the one close to her only had like, I think she said 9 hours available. And they were over 3 different days. So she only goes for like 3 hours in the morning on 2 days and in the afternoon on the other. But the sad thing about it is, if you're not a full day student, most of the ones that are only half-day students, you know, that would come with her and be doing the same school days as her, are all young, like they're the little kids, and like, because most of the older kids go in the afternoon, but she only has one afternoon slot, and then it's hard, Sammy was saying, because the all-day kids, because they're there all day, every day, they sort of treat the half-day kids different. And I'm like, I don't understand. It's like, you will just goes to preschool. And I was like, yeah, but I'm kind of lucky out here because it's not like my preschool's full. No, not the staff, the kids. The kids treat them different. Rose and the other half days. But I'm like, it's probably not that they treat them different. It'll be just that they've got friends that are with them all day. And like little kids sometimes can't realise that you can have lots of friends. Because they're still at that age of learning to share. And I was like, and no offence, your kid's annoying. So imagine a 3-year-old with Sammy Love's mouth. I literally wanted to shoot myself in the brain today, because Sammy's talking to me and she's going hard out. And then over here I have Rose going, excuse me, because Rose was talking to me first. And then Sammy cut over her. So she's like, I was talking first, excuse me. While Sammy's talking at me, and then all of a sudden Ross comes in from this side. And I was just like, wait. Like, I literally was like to Sam and Ross, like, wait. What were we saying, darling? Because she was right there, and she was on, like, repeating what she was saying. At least what they were saying wasn't the same thing over and over again, but hers literally was, excuse me, auntie. I was talking first, Auntie Di, I was talking first. So I was like, you just need to stop so I can shut that down. And all that bitch wanted, and all, like, I could tell, all she wanted to do, and I think it's because she gets cut off so many times by her talkative mother, was finish her motherfucking sentence.
Bro, there are fucking dinosaurs in this game. What the fuck?
And then
I heard like a T-Rex or some shit.
Sammy, and then she finished, and then I was like, alright, now what did you want, my darling?
What the hell?
Like, you don't need to settle the fuck down. Yeah.
What? How did that miss?
We went to bed, my wife, too, and me and Mackay went in there and son,
Oh, buddy.
in front of her twice. In front of Mackay, and then as soon as I got Sammy, no. But I was like, you want to know something too? She's like, well, I was like, you're the first other person to see him do it in person. And she's like, what? I was like, well, Rosie's the first other person to see it. I was like, but she's seen it through the phone. I was like, you're the first in life, like, watch the actual whole thing, not just a little bit through the camera. I was like everything.
For me, it wasn't like a it was a no. Get on your stomach.
Stay. Don't do that. But when I brought Sammy in, and she was like, and he was like, she straight away was like, oh, he's going to fall in the next few weeks. And I was like, what? And then she was like, watch him. And Beauty, he's moving.
Yeah, he'll move. He won't be crawling.
And I was like, no, he just does it. He just and she's like, no. She's like, babies at 13 weeks should not be able to crawl the length of a blanket. Like, I was like, but he's not crawling. I was like, he's kind of like just caterpillaring. And I was like, and I was like, and I think a lot of the movement is because he's fat. Because when he lifts his head up, like it lifts his titties, and when his titties go down, like it's like becomes like a scrunch from his titties. So it's like his titties are pinching the blanket and pulling him along. You know, like a caterpillar. Because he can't, like I've noticed he can go further on a blanket. Like if I put him straight on the carpet, he barely fucking moves. Like he moves, but like he doesn't travel. But when he's on the blanket, it's like he pushes his heel like into the blanket to like move himself along the blanket, because the blanket puts a cushion which gives him something to push into. And because he kicks hard, and I think it just happens to be that he can kick the ground and hook the blanket and move himself.
Oh,
If I take the blanket away,
what the fuck is that?
he doesn't move like along the ground.
Oh, he's a fucking... Bruh. What the fuck? Hey, bro, whoa!
How do you know it's gonna kill you?
What is it? Hey, bro, are you friendly?
No, it's like a huge ass fucking
Hey,
rock.
buddy. Hello. Hey, buddy.
Hit it or disturb it, it'll
I-
start poisoning you.
Oh, yeah.
Peaceful.
Just leave him alone then.
There's a theory that it'll go colourful.
Bro, you're a big boy.
You can ride it too.
Oi, G. Sup, bitch? He didn't do anything.
How do you get the fuck out of the school?
I am.
So Trina messaged me today, Judy, and she's like, "What diet you doing?" I was like, "Keto, no carbs, no sugar." And she's like, "What's your meal plans?" Well, I just might jump on the ship. And she's like, "So what do we eat instead then?" Well, like that means no alcohol. I
No
was like,
shit.
no meal plans. I was like, there's some zero sugar vodkas, and you can drink straight with ice, just not rum.
So Bacardi would be a
And I was
no-no.
like, I use this and sent her my keto app. She's like, I don't drink vodka. Haha. What you have in a day for food? And then I like sent her the trick. I was like, I put my foods in this, and it tells me how many more carbs I have left. And exercise buys you more carbs. I was like, I'm about 5 days in and barely hungry now because I jumped into ketosis. To jump into ketosis faster, I fast through to about 2. And I have the same dinner as the house minus potato, rice or pasta. She's like, I don't understand that shit. I was like, so fasting means you don't eat. And she's like, oh, fasting, that's easy. I basically go a whole day without eating till 5. And then she's like, okay, that's okay then. Well, you just tell me what you eat on the daily, and when you're not, and I'll just copy you and see if that works. I was like, ketosis is when your body goes into, what your body goes into when it's not storing energy. It's taking energy, as in burning the fat on your body. And then I sent her my lunch and sandwich without the bread on my wee baby plate. And I was like, this was still a pretty high carb meal because tomatoes have carbs, so that was like a 4.2 grams of carbs I think in that plate. I was like, but you can eat as much eggs and bacon as you like. I was like, no milk, but you can have cream. I was like, or milk alternatives. I was like, for tea tomorrow I'm going to have lettuce wraps with bacon, egg, cucumber, cream cheese. And if I need to add more protein, I'll probably throw some spinach, depending on what my app tells me. And she's like, sweet, that's what we're having for tea. What's for brekkie? I was like, well, I'm going to have a keto shake. She's like, my problem is snacking and alcohol, laughing my ass off. I was like, I'll send you a pic of my shake. And she's like, yeah, what? Yes, I want to say. I was like, I also take keto pills to help push your body into ketosis early in the morning, so I start burning on the ASAP. That's why I have those videos of my shelf and my snacks. She's like, you just order offline. I was like, the capsules are the countdown ones, cheaper than the online. So I'm just trying these ones, and yep, the shakes from online and the keto bars are from countdown. She's like, sweet, we'll have a look at them. And then I like sent her my shelf of like what I've got, and she's like, thanks. And I was like, no worries.
Well, I feel like Nahana's mum's gonna take all night, man. I feel like if I just went there and took him to Sharon's, it'd be quicker. I don't really get the gas for that shit though. Huh?
Flying home, thinking about this. But yeah, I was like, that is so cute. I bet your dad's gonna love that his brother calls him Daniel. Oh, do you know who asked about your dad today? Belinda's mum.
Did she?
Yeah, she asked how he was doing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, because they haven't heard from Debbie since Christmas Day, when she texted Debbie and said Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And because Caleb wanted to, like, go back to staying there.
Yeah. Oh, that Debbie's.
Like, well, wanted to go stay, and then Debbie didn't answer her, and I was like, oh, well, it might be because Michael doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, what'd she say?
And then she's like, yeah, Trina was saying something about he moved out. I was like, yeah, he lives on Wharenui Street.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, oh, she's like, oh yeah, well, Trina did ask if Caleb could go spend the weekend there, and she's like, but she's like, no offense to Michael, but he doesn't like to say no to Ross. And she's like, and I was scared that they were going to ambush Caleb at Michael's. Because he's got beauty. He gets help with from the school and stuff because he's got social anxieties. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's why he can't do, like, it's hard for him to like deal with the idea of like Ross, me and
Bitch.
together, like, because
GG. What a camper, bro.
he's never
Pussy.
had to share his dad when his dad has been around. And like that's, you know, like, and then like because the baby needs more, and he is old enough now to understand the baby needs more, it doesn't mean it's not going to suck to watch your dad pick your brother
Bro.
up and not remember if your dad picked you up.
Bro. This kid's so bad. You can't literally camp, bro, to kill me, but then you
But-
want to sweepy mode on me.
I said to Belinda, like, you know, like, I'm not blind to my husband.
You're a joke, kid.
Like, I'm not. Like, I know he did that. Like, but I know the effort that he puts in for me. And I was like, you know, it's sad that he couldn't do it for you and Caleb. I was like, but I can't fault him when he is trying for me. But I was like, I said to her, like, but I do prefer that at the moment, Son and Caleb's relationship is separate from Ross.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, because we even said to like, I said to her like, you know, like I want to get to the point when my son's old enough that like I don't have to come in, I don't have to be a part of the visit. Like I can just like bring him to the door and be like, alright, I'll pick you up in a few hours, son. And you know, like he goes and hangs out with his brother for like a couple of hours. I was like, no, and then she's like, yeah, it'll be cool if we can get to the point that like Caleb can come out for the weekends and stuff. And she's like, but I just don't want to rush him. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to rush him either. And I was like, especially at a point where my son is so boring to him. Like, because she was like, I'm surprised, like, because he stayed, like, we were there for like 2 hours. And I feel like we wouldn't have had such a good, like, chance to, like, talk and clear the air and, like, Caleb be able to, like, see his brother. And I think what helps, too, is I don't make excuses for it. Like, you know, like, when Caleb is like, you know, like, yeah, but he doesn't really do anything for me. And, like, I don't really know him. Like, I don't make excuses for that. And I'm like, yeah, well, that sucks for you, eh? Like, that's not your fault. I was like, that's the adults in that situation.
Wait, what? What did she say? That I don't do anything for her. Huh.
This is why you shouldn't half hear. Because I actually didn't say she said anything. And that's why you get upset, because you hear half the conversation, take it the wrong way, and then you're messaging her bullshit. It's like all these people that are supposedly on your side that are sending you screenshots and then her screenshots once you've reacted to the shit they've sent you. Like, because that's actually how it is, Betty. Like, literally, she was showing me today, like, literally showing me on her phone screenshots of, like, Ross's statuses to her, like, about her, sent to her phone. From the same fucking bitch that sends them to him. There's this other one, Caitlin, screenshots all this shit and sends it to her while commenting on Ross's stuff, telling him he's a good dad. Nah, not McEwen. Nah, not her. How do you know her?
Oh, Caitlin McEwen, lol. Who? Danzig's? Is it?
Wine bottle in her cunt. That was me. What, you want to be a dirty bitch on the block? Watch me put it in your cunt. I didn't stick it in there. She already had it in there. I just clocked it in.
What the fuck is Clomberry? The fuck's that shit? Are they like Shield? Bro, you can like put grapes in our salad. What the fuck?
They're berries.
Yeah, what do they do? Is it
You
Shield?
give them to the big dragon.
What does he
Big
do?
dinosaur thing. And it changes colour.
What? It changes what?
Colour. It's probably how you write it. You probably
Dude!
berries to berries.
I didn't even do nothing. Bro, you're getting... I'm killing you now. Fucking AIs. Didn't even do anything, can't.
So yeah, I'm not
Get out of here.
Like, the fact that she's willing to like add me on her Facebook now, so I can see all that shit for myself. Like, there were some posts that
Nah, it's Shield, man.
she knows that
That's
Ross is
Shield.
mad about because he's messaged her And she's like, and they weren't even about him, so I don't know who the fuck screenshotted them, sent them back to him, and tried to make it like it was about him. And like, so I was like, so I'm like, man, I'm over it. Like, you can know every cunt that tells us shit, because I can see your Facebook now. I can see if you post about him, and I can decide for myself whether I think that's bullshit or not.
Wait, what?
Caleb said his brother looks like a frog.
A frog?
Because he kept doing this. And he was in this green dinosaur onesie, and he just...
Whoa.
And you know that thing you know where he pokes tongues and that, but it gets a little bit caught up in it, and it's like he goes into a wee loop, and he's stuck doing it for like a good 12 minutes. Boy, you know I wondered that, like, can you taste the air? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I could damn near taste the air when that motherfucker was eating those chips and hungry today. Like, when we were over there, like, her sister's partner, because they just got home from the hospital, he'd, like, deep fried himself some, like, hot chips. And, like, I could damn near taste the air.
Who did?
So I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was at the supermarket today, I spent $7 on cauliflower fries. Because I want to know if they taste like fries. Oh, if I sent heaps of comments. I was like, Joe, I'm going to add you on my new page, because I literally have like 25 friends on it, and it's because I'm done with all the bullshit this year. I was like, I've made a new page. I was like, I'm not like, anyone that starts drama on it is off straight away. I was like, so if I do end up posting any photos that have your son in that, I was like, literally, there's only like 20 motherfuckers that will see it. And she said, I don't mind if you post photos. She's like, if you took the photos, I don't mind if you post them. She's like, what I don't want is Ross taking those photos and posting them all over his page like he was there. She's like, because then all his fundy ass friends start mailing their fucking friends and it becomes a whole fucking thing. And I was like, Ross, I was like, I'll just tell Ross that if he's not there, those photos he can't post.
Oh
and
my.
Ross has been pretty cool considering I know it's gutting me. But he said he doesn't want to fuck it up for his son. There's heaps of comments on her post now, babe.
Is there?
Someone named Melanie Jane Geary.
Don't know who that is.
He looks so grown up. We're missing seeing him at school this year, so it must be someone from the school.
Yeah, is that about Caleb?
Yeah.
Well, he does look pretty grown up, I must admit.
And then Tiana.
Charmaine?
Yeah. Like this, with a love heart. This makes me happy.
Yeah.
And then an Amanda Archibald.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is so awesome, guys. So lovely to see. Proud of you girls.
Yeah.
And then someone named Crystal Polly said, this is so awesome. That proud smile on his face says it all.
Who, Caleb's?
Yeah.
Fuck, I miss him, man. A little bit, eh? Shit is. Just want to be able to see him, eh? Fuck. Oh, I'm holding a good time. Like, today hit me pretty hard, eh? I was pretty gutted.
Yeah, it would be guttering.
I was like, fuck, I'm here, man. Like, literally, like, a footstep away from him and I can't even see him.
imagine it would be hard out guttering.
Uh-huh. Oh, is that you, Nahana? Better be. It's got a snap message.
But it's funny because now when I scroll through my timeline, she's just like there. Because she's like an avid poster beauty. Like she's a poster. We're like, you know how like me and you, we're like one day we'll post like 10 shit in one day, and then there'll be like literally 3 weeks of like nothing. Maybe a couple of funny memes.
Fuck you, Nahana. He said his mum just went and got Macca's. She'll be like 20 minutes. Yum. I want Macca's.
Wait, did you see the cool Fortnite book Sammy got Ross? She bought me...
Oh, it's even got like pro tips and shit. Tells you like pro tips.
Where is it? I got like a... I ended up giving the bath bombs out of it to... Ross.
Oh, chat.
Oh. I'll show you my pictures. So this is my love card apparently, and it just has all the reasons why Rose loves me. I'm guessing that's little kid writing again. I was like, nice, that's lots of reasons. And then this is one with the pregnant me. And then that's the pregnant me from behind. And then that's now that the baby's not in there. And then she ran out of room, so she had to draw the baby over there. Yeah, where the baby used to be. Yeah. Front, back, after, run out of space, so put the baby.
Okay, it's getting risky up in here.
By itself. And then I was like, is that the baby too? And she goes, no, that's me. And then I was like, well, what's that? And she's like, that's my balloon that I'm bringing for the baby. And I was like, oh. I then got this one. This is the cool one, beauty. Okay.
Fuck, I
Are
hate
you ready?
this gun, man. It's so trash. It's got no like recoil or whatever the fuck it's called.
That's it. That's the sun.
What did I say? A son?
That's an astronaut
Oh,
going to see the asteroid exploding, making all the stars.
Whoa.
I was like, when I show that one to my beauty, she will be like, I like this little girl.
I knew it was the son straight away.
And then this was her practicing so that she could draw on this one, because she didn't want all the extra scribbles, because this one's for sun. That's Oscar, because that's his little doggy. That's his bottle. there. Oh no, that's
Oh my god.
But when she
GG.
started drawing it, she goes, I don't actually know what that is after she drew that much.
Playing bad tonight, chat.
And then that's baby. And that's his nappy so he doesn't piss on everything.
Can you hit that fan off?
I love little kid pictures. Like, and they're so much cooler once you let the kid explain it to you. And like, because when I first seen those videos, I was like, the fuck is there a flower next to the sun? No, that's an exploding asteroid making stars. I was like, how do you even fucking know that? So yeah, I got this. And it came with a loafy, but I don't like these because they're just bacteria holders. But I put them in the bathroom because other people like to use them, so I'm like, you can use it.
Oh.
Okay, and then I got like a lotion and a body wash. And they came inside it, so there was like the body wash, this body lotion, and then like 4 bath bombs, and then this inside the drink bottle.
Be right back, chat. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
I swear I'm like empty it out, and I'm like, I got a fucking new drink bottle for the gym? And Sammy's like, is that all you're caring about? Like, oh yeah, that other shit's cool, but like, I don't care. Like, I was like, it's not the body wash or the lotion that I would ever use in my body, so they're literally just going to go in the bathroom for guests. I was like, but I will use this drink bottle every time I go to that gym. But it was cool, beauty. It was actually like real cool. And because like I even said to her, beauty, I even said like I've even said to my best friend like my whole opinion on you changed the moment my son came out my cunt. I was like, I've said to my friend on numerous occasions that I fucking understand it now. I was like, and whether you're wrong or right, like I know that whether people agree with me or not, like every decision that I make because I think that's the best one for my son. And people might not agree with me. And I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with you not agreeing with me. I don't like, you know, like I don't need us to agree. Yuck. Celery, huh?
That's my baby doggy. That's my baby doggy.
The fuck is a keto dumpling?
A Cheeto dumpling?
No motherfucking way, beauty. So I finally got accepted into the Keto New Zealand page. Beauty, the inspiration. Why am I turning the camera? I want to share my screen. Shaved roast chicken, beauty. Put the dumpling filling in. fry your dumpling. The dumplings are fried in butter. What's in the meat? What's in the filling? I need more than just how you fucking cook it. There, what's in the filling? Pork, mince, garlic and chives. I wonder how they would taste with the ham I've got.
Probably good.
Oh, I might make keto dumplings tomorrow. Because you know how you're allowed to eat as much meat as you like on this diet? So yeah, I'll show you this page of beauty. And I like this one because like this is New Zealand shit. Look, they have waffles.
It's made of almond flour.
Whisk 1 egg, half a teaspoon of vanilla, baking powder, almond milk or pouring cream, 2 heated teaspoons of coconut flour.
Well, coconut flour. Don't like baked cheese. I don't like baked cheese.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that today I bought bacon and 500 grams for $5. So I bought a kg of bacon for $10 and you only got 800 grams. You should have gone to Pick and Sleep. Beauty, this bitch was not 98 kgs.
So
You're lying.
how big was Son when he was born? Like pound?
I was about to say, I reckon I'm like 95 kgs, bitch. She'll weigh that.
And you like half her fucking size.
Was he bigger than Caleb when he was born?
Yeah, Caleb was 6 pounds 6,
How big was Son?
9 pounds 2.
What did she say when you said that? Was she like, holy shit?
No, because I at first said, well, this is a bit fucked up when she said it, and I was like, because I've been blaming Ross and his fucking genetics for my big ass baby. Now you're telling me yours was tiny?
Yeah.
But she's not, that's not under 100 kg. Because I'm not under 100 kg. And I'm like smaller than her.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna end the stream. Because no one's really watching anyway, so I'm gonna end it. But I'll be streaming tomorrow, guys.
Like I reckon you look 98 kgs in the bottom photo. Were you trying to say
Once I finish work. Until then, guys, I'll see you then. It's your boy Noodles YT and I'm out. Peace.